cũng chia sẻ lại những cái gì mà bạn nhận được luôn. Dạ, dễ thương dễ sợ luôn đó cô. Ừ. Cái nhà ngồi nghe ké ngồi nghe ké, nhưng mà cái bạn Long bạn nói thì mình hiểu, nhưng cái bạn người Thụy Điển nói thì mình không hiểu gì hết trơn.
Dạ.
Dạ. Mà hay lắm cô, tất cả các hoạt động gì trong cái chương trình offline là bạn tham gia hết. Cái bạn người cái bạn người Thụy Điển đó, bạn từ khiêu vũ đến pickleball đến gì gì là bạn tham gia hết, mà rất là dễ thương luôn. Khiêu vũ tham
Dạ.
gia luôn. Dạ,
Ngon quá.
dễ thương lắm.
Tuyệt
Dạ.
vời.
Nên nhà nhà bà cứ cứ nói chứ ước gì mình học phải làm sao để mình cũng chia sẻ được giống như vậy.
Trong lộ trình này
Khó hoàn
thì
tập.
à, vậy là đợt vừa rồi đi học offline ngon quá ha.
Dạ, dạ, dạ. Vui lắm cô, mà đợt này nói chung là học offline lần nào cũng tuyệt vời cô ạ. Dạ.
Hello
Nhà được
Phúc.
lần. Dạ.
Cô Phúc. Vậy
Vâng.
chị Nhị Hà đi offline được mấy đợt rồi?
Dạ được 2 lần cô, một lần là hồi K10 cuối tháng 7,
Dạ.
khóa nội tâm á cô, thấu
Vâng.
hiểu nội tâm 6 ngày 5 đêm.
Dạ.
K10 với đợt này 10 ngày là của men 6 á cô.
Dạ.
Dạ. Dạ.
Hay
Nên
quá.
là thích lắm cô ơi, bảo có offline thôi là cố gắng đi.
Đúng rồi, tại
Dạ,
vì mình sẽ có những cái
nhận
trải
được
nghiệm
nhiều
mà
lắm cô.
online
Dạ,
không bao giờ có được.
dạ, đúng rồi. Dạ. Gọi là cái năng lượng với lại cái sự chứa đựng của thầy á cô.
Đúng rồi.
Dạ.
Mặc
Đó,
dù
mình
là cũng
cảm
zoom
nhận.
hết online đó, nhưng mà không có được những cái trải nghiệm mà chỉ có offline mới có. Cái sự tương
Dạ.
tác nhân sinh, nó sinh ra
Ừ.
những cái mối nhân duyên khác nhau. Rồi ở cái bối cảnh đó thì thầy mới có những cái lời nói và hành động như thế.
Đúng rồi. Trời, cô biết không, cô thầy vừa dạy đấy mà, mấy đứa con thầy nó chạy lại nó bu chân, xong rồi thầy ẵm, rồi nó bu chân, cái thầy đung đưa cái chân cho nó, mà ở trên đây thầy vẫn cứ nói chuyện vẫn cứ bình thường, cái thương gì đâu á cô ạ. Mà
Dễ thương quá.
Ừ, dạ.
Trong lộ trình này thì An Trang chia sẻ là 100% tiếng Anh. Đợt trước An Trang chia sẻ một lần thì một lần đầu tiên với lại lần thứ hai thì An Trang chia sẻ song ngữ rồi. 2 đợt vừa rồi là An Trang có chia sẻ song ngữ, thì đợt này An Trang chia sẻ 100% tiếng Anh. Thì tùy, có thể là đợt sau quay trở lại song ngữ. Đợt
Dạ,
này thì
dạ,
dạ, Trang xin phép
dạ,
chia sẻ 100% tiếng Anh, nhưng mà An Trang sẽ nói rất là chậm để cả nhà cùng huân tập và đơn giản để mà nhận vào ha.
dạ, dạ.
Nhưng mà bất cứ anytime if you don't understand or have any questions, please just ask away. There's not many people in Zoom, so please do ask. Không có nhiều người trong Zoom cho nên là mình thoải mái hỏi ha. Hello cô Phúc yêu dấu, thank you for joining. Anh Trang set up the screen. So the first day we talk about the self-awareness limitation. Okay. The second session we talk about the principle of light. And yesterday we talk about, let me just review what we have learned the last few days, what we have just shared the last few days. Okay. So the first session we talk about self-awareness limitation. Okay, and there are 6 of them. Okay. After that, we mentioned about the law and principles, universal principle and natural law that affect our life. Within that, we have causality. we have causality. So within causality, we have cause, effect, cause, condition. And each of us nowadays, we are either we want it or not, we are affected by science, by religions, and by morality. Okay. And then we have the image of a boat, which compared to our life, that riding on a river of life. If the way we go, okay, if what we want in life, what we do in life, align with the stream, align with the water flow, so basically we go with the flow, then we got the help of the water flow. Okay, the stream is push us, and we get to the destination much easier and smoother. Whereas if we go against the flow, or if we go against the current, against the stream, like when you go upstream, it's much more difficult than when you go downstream, right? Okay, and the river, the flow of the water, the stream, or the current, these are represent for all the natural laws and all the universal principle in our life. One of the universal law, natural law, one of the natural law we talk about, that's causality. And whenever we want to achieve anything in this life, okay, Masters has pointed out to us that we need to do a certain thing. And what's it that? So when we want so we have cause and effect. Cause and effect create an outcome. Okay, at the end of cause and effect, we have an outcome. And if we want that outcome to be a desirable outcome, then Masters has shown us we need to have good cause and favorable condition in order to make up desirable outcome. Okay. So within favorable condition and good cause, so the cause and condition, okay, the cause that's in the seed within us, okay, that is all the deed that we do in our life, or the good deed that we do in this life, that's called good cause. Yeah, so we are in total control of this cause, whereas the conditions that relate to all the relationships in our life, it relates to all the environment, the aspect that affect our life from the outside. We don't have any control over them. Okay. Therefore, what we can control of, we can change. Hence, we focus on changing the good cause within us. We change the seed within us. We change our action. We change the way we do things to create good deed every day. Okay. That is the law. Now, principle. What principle and what is the purpose of going to do all this good cause? Obviously, in order to achieve the life that we desire, okay, the desirable outcome in life. And this 21 session acts as a roadmap to raise our inner awareness. So once our awareness has raised up, we be able to create this good cause. Okay, this good cause. In the second day, we talk about the principle of light. The principle of light, which is once we understand the principle of light, we start applying them into our life. Hello, cô Khánh Trâm. Hello, Sister Khánh Trâm. Welcome to the session. So if I'm just reviewing what we have gone through with each other the first 3 days. So today is the 4th session. So the principle of light, when we know how to apply them, we'll be able to light up our life with 7 aspects. Okay, and we will master our inner being, master our health, master our social relationship, master our finance. Okay. On top of that, hi Doobie, welcome back. Thanks for joining again. I'm just reviewing what we learned the last 3 days. So Sister Nhị Hà and Phúc Trương can review. So if we applying the 7, if we applying the principle of light into our life, we will enrich our wisdom, we enrich our meditation, we enrich our character, our virtue, we enrich our competence, we enrich our physique, and we enrich our material. And we totally understand that's called the 7 comprehensive wealth. Okay, the 7 comprehensive wealth. And from now on to the rest of our life, we will master the 7 comprehensive wealth. We will enrich them. Okay, we not only that, if we have children, we'll be able to. Okay, hello Thomas, hello and Thomas. We'll be able to guide our children to live a life of 7 comprehensive wealth. Okay, and yesterday we talked about the principle of brain activation. By doing this principle, by applying this principle in our life, every day we summarize the lessons, anything new that we learn, we summarize any impressions that we can apply in this life, and we summarize the realizations that we have been pondering for a while, and now we have the answers, and all of those adding up into our subconscious storage. Okay, they adding up into our subconscious storage, and one day we'll be so rich that we can get to them anytime. We can reach to the universal knowledge. Okay, but only if we do 10,000 lessons, impression, and realization. Okay, if we only do that one in a while, it doesn't really work that much. Okay, it's only work once we be able to do this up to 10,000 of them. Then we move on and learn and talk about the principle of aligning with desires. Okay, the principle of aligning with desires. Okay, so what we want in life is all about desire, right? But why up until now we want so many things, we have so much desire, and we haven't been able to achieve them. We haven't been able to have what we want in this life. It is because most of our desire is go against most of what we inquiry in our head, go against what we desire. Okay, even what we say, what we speak is basically go against what we desire. We normally follow the pattern of darkness. Remember the principle of light? We normally say things that we do not want, and that is against the desires, and that's why we do not get what we desire. So by understanding this principle of aligning with desires, we make a transformation. Okay, we be able to move all of our inquiry from negative direction to the positive direction. Okay, move all of our inquiry to the positive direction. Okay, and from the positive inquiry, we be able to get positive realization, ngộ, and then we be able to understand things in a good way, and also transformed for the better. Okay, and the result of it, we change, we take action, and we achieve what we desire in this life. Okay, so just by changing, just by aligning, okay, aligning our inquiry with desires, we be able to achieve the outcome that we want in life. Okay. And today we are going to talk about the principle of knowledge flow. Principle of knowledge flow. Okay.
There are a lot lesson in three days. In 3 days, there are a lot lesson. Many.
Yes, it's quite a lot, isn't it? Quite a lot. But it's fine. You'll be able to grasp them when we start reviewing them over and over again the next few days. So come back every day, and every day we will review them, and you'll be able to remind about all of these in English, and then gradually you'll be able to connect them with Vietnamese version. Okay. Hello, welcome Giang Nguyễn Giang. Did I say that right? Okay. So today we are looking at the principle of knowledge flow. The principle of knowledge flow. And is the form, the principle of knowledge flow. Okay. Principle of knowledge flow. And how does this work? Right. So our knowledge, each of us, you, me, everyone in this world, we all have what called what we know. Okay, what we know that we know. We all have what called what we know that we know. Right. So the knowledge, our knowledge, flow from what we know to what we know, then forget. Okay, it's flow into the forget area, the know and forget area. Okay, and then our knowledge flow into the area where we know. Okay, that's we do not know. And then it's continue to flow to the area where we do not know that we do not know. Okay. And do you think that what we do not know is a lot? It's very vast, everyone? You think that what we do not know is a lot? Yeah. So it shouldn't be drowned into an area, but because we say it's a flow, we kind of route it in. So we complete this diagram. Okay, but in reality, what we do not know, they are so vast, they are so huge. Even if we live on this earth for 500 years, we wouldn't even know everything. If I go too fast, remind me so I can slow down. Okay. Nếu mà anh Trang nói nhanh quá thì cả nhà nhắc anh Trang chút ha, để anh Trang chậm lại. So, what this principle means? This principle states that human knowledge encompass what? Encompass what we know that we know. Okay? What we know that we forget, and what we know that we do not know, and what we do not know that we do not know. Is it true that our understanding as human includes, do we know what we know? Yeah, we know what we know. So these are all of our knowledge, our human knowledge. Okay, we're falling into what we know what we know. Yeah. Do you have the feeling that we know what we know? You have the feeling that we know what we know? Cả nhà có cảm giác là chúng ta biết những gì chúng ta biết không? Do you have the feeling that we know what we know? Right? And are there things we know we forget? Yeah. And then there's a thing that we know that we do not know. Okay. And there's a thing that we do not know that we do not know at all. So this principle of knowledge flow, in fact, the outer circle here, the outer area, is without limit. Is unlimited. Is unlimited. Doesn't have any limit at all. But because what we do not know, okay, is very vast. Yeah. So, do you agree with me that we only know what we know? Yeah. Do you agree with me that we do not know, that we only know what we know? Cả nhà có thừa nhận là chúng ta chỉ biết những gì mình biết thôi không? Do you agree with me that we only know what we know? Do you agree with me that we only know what we know? Chúng ta chỉ biết những gì mình biết thôi ha. Okay, try it. So we only know what we know. Let's write it down. I only know what I know. Yeah? We only know what we know. I only know what I know. Okay. So, I only know what I know. What does this sentence give us? What does this sentence give us? When you read this sentence, what does it give us? What does it make you feel? Do you feel small? Do you feel that your knowledge is not much? You feel very tiny, very ordinary, very little because you don't know much at all. Okay. And then next we will write down, I know what I do not know. Okay. So if we write the sentence, I know what I do not know. Okay. So this sentence will make you feel a little bit more empowerment. Yeah. So when you say, I know what I do not know. I know what I do not know. Okay. This sentence will make you feel a bit more empowerment. So before we deeply understand this principle of knowledge flow, yeah, before we can deeply understand this, I tell you a story about a young man who went into a temple and he got talking to a monk. So a young man who went to a temple and get talking to a monk. Hello, welcome back, Phan Thúy. So I'm just telling a story about a young man who went into a temple and got talking to a monk. So this young man, he has been learning, researching about how to remember all the information he read in the book, how to read book as fast as possible, how to memorize everything that he has read. Okay. Has read, and how to retain that knowledge as long as possible. Okay, so that's man talking to a monk who is reading the book. So the monk is reading the book, and the man, when talking to the monk about everything that he learning about the technique, the way to remember the thing in the book. Okay. And after he was going on for like an hour talking about everything he know, okay, and he's turned over to the monk, and the monk said something like this, okay. He smiled and he said, to be honest, I just erased my mind after reading. Okay, erase my mind. Xóa não. Okay. Suddenly, the young man surprised because he thought that it's very strange. Why read a book and then try to erase the mind, not to remember anything in the book? Because the purpose of reading the book is what? Is to find the answer, right? And to remember how can you solve a problem. Right? So, mostly we read book to remember the knowledge inside the book. Right? Do you agree with me that? Do you agree with me that we read book to remember what knowledge inside the book? Yes or no? Do you agree with me that we read a book? When we read the book, we try to remember the knowledge inside the book. Cả nhà có đồng ý với anh Trang là khi mà mình đọc cuốn sách thì mình thường là có mong muốn là mình sẽ nhớ tất cả những tri thức ở trong cuốn sách đó không? When we read book, okay, we try to remember, the knowledge inside that book, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But this monk, he tried to erase his mind after reading. Okay, this monk, he do the thing that totally opposite to what normal people would do. Okay, so the young man was very surprised and he asked the monk, why do you erase your mind after reading? Okay, hello Sister Mai. So the monk replied to the young man that is, if you read Buddhist scriptures or any book and you try to remember it, then you will get attached to your own understanding. Okay. At that point, you will use your knowledge to explain to others. And if you use your knowledge to explain to others, how can they understand? Okay. They can only understand when you use their knowledge to explain to them. Okay. So that's the story. We will come back to this story later on. Okay. Let's get back to the principle of knowledge flow, to our knowledge flow. So everything we know is flow from what we know that we know to what we know and then we forget. Okay. And our knowledge continue to flow to what we know that we do not know, and then is go to what we do not know that we do not know. Yeah, so that is our knowledge. That's the way it's normally flow to. Okay. So before earlier, so every entity has its own material manifestation and its own energy source. Okay. Every entity has its own material manifestation and its own energy source. So any entity, we know any science has already proven that any entity, any things in this world, okay, has its own material manifestation, biểu hiện vật chất, material manifestation, and it has its own energy source. Okay. Also, it have the construction inside, or what we call the information inside of that entity, of that thing. Okay, so they have the information. To replace this green color. Right, so all the material substance of humanity are fixed in their material manifestation. But for human, okay, our state changes continuously from one form to another. Right? So in the morning we happy, in the afternoon we feel sluggish, in the evening we feel bored, for example, right? So we change it from one state to another state. Okay, our state changes continuously from one form to another, changing differently in the morning, in the afternoon. Because why? Because our energy is too unstable, and because the information within us is too chaotic. Okay, so that's why the material manifestation we have outside is can remain the same as always. Okay, because our energies is unstable and the information within us is so chaotic. So when we know what we know, right? So when we know the information within us is our knowledge, right? Is our knowledge. The information within us is can call our knowledge, what we know. When we know what we know, that is our knowledge. So if we know what we know, okay, when it stay as the, if we know what we know exactly what we know. Okay, we know exactly what we know for sure. We're very certain that we know that. Hello, welcome, Ní Đức Trinh. Welcome to the session. We are talking about the principle of knowledge flow. It's, by the way, to update information for the newcomer. Yeah. So if we know exactly what we know, yeah, if we know exactly what we know, then our energy will become very stable. Okay, so when the information in within us, when what we know exactly what we know, okay, the information will not be chaotic, and then our energy will become stable. So once the energy gets stable, okay, we are aware that we only know that much. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. That's all we know. That's all our knowledge. Okay, that's all our information. So we only know that much. If someone says something that beyond what we know, okay, do we realize that we don't know it? If someone says something that we don't know, something that beyond what we know, do we realize that we don't know it? Yes or no? Khi mà mình biết rõ những cái gì mình biết cả nhà nha, và mình biết những cái thông tin, những cái tri thức, những kiến thức mà mình biết, thì khi một ai đó nói một cái điều gì đó ngoài những điều mình biết nữa, thì mình sẽ nhận ra cái điều đó là điều mình không biết, phải không? Yes. Okay, so if someone says something beyond what we know, we realize that we don't know it. Yeah. So I'm saying if we know that we only know that much, then if it's happened, okay, if someone says something beyond what we know, then we realize that we don't know it. Okay, we realize that, okay, we don't know it. We realize that we don't know it. Okay, we realize that we don't know it. Right. So once we realize that we don't know it, it will be very simple to seek to understand it. Okay. It's be simple to seek to understand it. Okay. Right. But if someone says something beyond our knowledge, we realize that we don't know it, and then we will start wanting to know it. We start wanting to know it. And once we start seeking to understand it, it's become something that we know. Yeah? We do not know, it will become, we start seeking and you understand, then this do not know will become what we know. Right. So it's happened like this. We start from what we know. Yeah, we know exactly what we know. Okay, and then when someone says something that we forget what we know, then we will know exactly what we know. I'll come back here. But if someone says something beyond what we know, more than what we know, okay, they said something that we don't even know about, but we know exactly that we don't even know about it. For example, we know that I know that I don't know how to fly an airplane. So I know that, but so if someone talk about flying an airplane, I am very aware. I realize that, oh, I don't know anything about riding an airplane at all, but I'm willing to understand that person, understand why that person saying what he's saying about riding an airplane. Yeah, so I be able to realize. When I realize that I do not know, then and I start seeking those information, then okay, that's information what I do not know. Then riding an airplane, after I'm seeking out understanding how to ride an airplane, maybe I take an riding airplanes lessons, for example. Go to and Phan Thủy asked if you want to listen to recorded session, go to the Telegram. I'll put the link up here, or just go to YouTube and type An Trang, then you'll be able to find this session in the playlist of An Trang YouTube let me open Telegram and send you the link. I also update the link in the Telegram and maybe the diagram of this diagram as well. Just a minute, I'll send the link into the chat box. Okay, so we'll be able to open our up and know more of what we know, so that will become what we know. Okay, hang on, I do it at the end of the session. Yeah, I'll send you the link at the end of the session. Okay. Okay, so if someone said something, if someone doesn't know what they know, and then they hear something, they don't realize that they don't know about it, in the end, what they will do? They will not know anything more. Yeah? If they don't realize that, oh, that one is what they don't know, but they so arrogant and they think that, oh, I know that already. Okay, that person talk about something I know already. Okay, but maybe that's he already know, but either he forget or he just pretending that he know. Then he never be able to open up, so his knowledge never be able to flow outward. His knowledge never be expanding anymore. Okay, so if we know what we know, okay, if we know what we know, then when we hear something that we don't know, we will realize it. We will realize that we don't know about it. And then we start having a desire to know it. We start wanting to know it. Okay? So do you think it's simple to understand? Khúc này hiểu được không cả nhà? Hoặc là no, 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 not no, not no, no. So you understand so far?
Yes, I think I understand because I learned in the course in Vietnam 3 times. So so now you say you talk, I can understand. Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. I just want some feedback. Thanks a lot. Right, so still okay with the information, yeah, sharing. Let's continue. So, thank you, Chị, for informing that you know what you know. So because we know what we already know, and we want to know more, then based on that foundation of knowledge, we will broaden our understanding. Because we know that we don't know. Okay, is that clear? So we'll be able to broaden our knowledge. We know what we do not know. Okay, if we know exactly what we do not know. We know what we do not know. Yeah, then we'll be able to want to know more about it. We will start having a desire to know about it, and once we get to know it, that's become what we know that we know. Okay, it's become what we know that we know. And if we continue doing this, we continue to follow the principle of knowledge flow, okay, to expand our knowledge, then what will happen? What will happen? One day we will become erudite. Okay, one day we will become erudite. Erudite. I think I pronounced this not very well. I need to look up the pronunciation for this. Just a minute. So is erudite. I know the word, but sometimes I'm confusing between pronouncing in English and English American. Alright, so uyên bác, erudite, uyên bác. Okay, if we continue following the principle of knowledge flow, yeah, we know that what we do not know, and we open up our mind to learn more about what we do not know, then what we do not know become what we know. And every day when we're doing that, our knowledge flow become bigger and bigger. What we know is no longer small, but it's getting bigger and bigger every day. Okay, and we become erudite. Okay, we become uyên bác. Erudite, or erudition is a noun of erudite. Okay, we become erudite. Uyên bác. Okay. So we expect over time that everyone in this Zoom will become erudite, because every day you come into the Zoom, you listen to the English versions of understanding inner being and creating it, living inner peace. Okay, so every time, the more you listen to it, the more you understanding this knowledge, the more English word you get, you know, and then you become erudite one day in humanity. Okay, in humanity you get very erudite in humanity, not only in Vietnamese but also in English as well. Okay, so obviously I'm not talking about instantly. Okay, this cannot happen instantly, but over time, okay, slowly over time after time, we applying this principle of knowledge flow. Our knowledge will flow from what we know, what we not know. Okay, it become something that we already know, and then one day we will become erudite about human life, about humanity. So this means that any issues related to humans, we totally understand it and have deep, broad knowledge about it. So, do you think that if we become erudite about human life, it will be very impressive? It will be cool to be erudite about human life. Nếu mà chúng ta trở nên uyên bác về nhân sinh, ngon không cả nhà? And deep and broad knowledge about human life, about humanity. Yeah. So based on this principle, okay, we will expanding our knowledge every day. Okay. So and in reality, yeah, in reality, we don't know what we know about humanity, right? And we don't know what we know about ourselves. Okay, that create problems, because most people in this life, they don't understand anything about humans, because people to people, or even about themselves. And that's create a lot of problems for people in this society, in this reality. Okay, but in here we know exactly what we know about humanity, right? Then when we hear new information, we naturally think, oh, this is something that I don't know. So applying the principle of knowledge of flow, okay, I will start developing the desire to know, and then gradually we update our understanding of human life. Okay, so throughout time, what we not know, okay, we start expanding our knowledge. Okay, Our knowledge will flow into the area where we not know that we not know at all. And what we not know now is become what we know that we know. Okay. So then we knowing a lot, become erudite. So over time, through interacting with people or reading book, we think that, oh, this is something I didn't know. And we start learning to know a bit more about human life, about humanity. Gradually, we will compile our knowledge, and then we will have the vast area of unknown knowledge start to shrink. So this unknown knowledge area, okay, this area that we do not know is called the unknown knowledge. The unknown knowledge will start to shrink into our known knowledge. So this is our known knowledge, and this is our unknown knowledge. It will start shrink into what we know. Okay, you get this point? Các bạn hiểu cái ý này không? Right. So when we talk to someone, right? When we talk to someone, okay, let's say this is what we know, okay, that we know. Okay, and this is the other people. So let's say this is you, and this is me, this is our knowledge flow, and this is other people knowledge flow. Others people knowledge flow. Yeah? Okay. So when we talk to someone, we expect that what we talk to them will fall into, so we only talk to others people about what we know, right? We cannot tell others what we don't know. We never do that. We never talk to people about what we don't even know about, because we don't know. How can we talk about it? So when we talk to other people, we only tell them what we know. Yeah, we only tell people what we know. So when we talk to people, you or me talk to people, to other people, we will talk to them about what we know. But then what we know, that we know, yeah, when we talk to others, is by falling into the area that they know that they know. Okay, so it's by falling into that they know about it already. So if someone know about something that we talk to them, but they know about it already, they may get bored. Okay. And but if what we know that we talk to others, so our knowledge that we talk to others is by falling into what they know, but they forget. Okay. And because they forget, it's no longer useful for them. Okay. So they listen to it with an ignorance state. Okay, so they may just ignore us because we're talking about something that no longer useful for them. Or they also get bored. Okay, so usually when we talk to other people, okay, is may falling into the area that they know that they do not know. Okay, that they know that they do not know. Sorry, it should be just stop here. They know that they do not know. Okay. Or when we talk to other people, okay, about what we know, it's by falling into the area where they do not know that they do not know at all. So what happened when we talk to people and it's falling into the area that they don't even know what we're talking about? They don't even know that they don't know about it. Then they will become freeze. They will freeze, đơ ra. Mình nói cho người ta mà rơi vào cái vòng người ta không biết là người ta không biết thì người ta đơ ra. They will be freeze for a while. And then they start, okay? They start realizing that, oh, they do not know that they do not know about it. Okay? So usually, if we don't pay attention to this, and we just share what we know, so when we share our knowledge, okay, people don't know exactly what we don't know exactly what others person know. So instead of sharing what we know, okay, we should rely on their knowledge, others people knowledge, okay, to help them recognize what they know. Okay. Then by addressing that what they have forgotten during the conversation, we're addressing what they have forgotten, okay, we clarify the knowledge. So this way, what was forgotten becomes known. Now, what was forgotten become known. Right. And then what was unknown to become known. And at that point, you will know exactly what you know. They will know exactly what they know. Okay? Right. So when we share and talk to other people, we can only use our knowledge to convey to others. So there is a chance that when we speak from our knowledge, it might touch on these four different areas, and we don't know. So how can we know when we talk to others? Okay, when we talk to others, how can we know what they know in order to start from there? How can we know their knowledge, their known knowledge, in order to start from what they know that they know? Okay, because if we talk from what they know, then they will start listening to us. Okay, so how can we do that? How can we know what other people know in order to start talking from their point of view? What do you think? Khi mà chúng ta nói chuyện với người khác á, thì mình nói cái điều mình biết thì người ta không hiểu, bởi vì có thể rơi vào một trong cái 4 vòng này. Vậy thì mình nói bắt đầu từ cái biết của người ta. Vậy thì làm sao để mà mình biết người ta đang biết cái gì đây?
We ask them, do you believe? What do you believe? If they believe in science, I talk about principle of root of life, about the picture in my mind, in your mind, and I know if they believe in the moral, tôn giáo tín ngưỡng đó con.
Religions.
Religion. I ask them about I talk about the human structure, and the people and good people.
Reality triangle? Is that what you wanted to say?
Yes, I think so. Three, the triangle of three.
Triangle of reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
We ask them about what do you live, what do you know, what do your design. After that, I talk with them about more so we can know. After that, we can understand. After that, we can believe and the result. They can believe in the knowledge, new knowledge I want to share with them. I think so.
Very good. So first we got to ask them, right? So before we can share all of the knowledge about the human structure, the triangle of reality, about the root cause formula of life, we need to ask to know what they know first. We need to ask them in order to understand what knowledge they have first, right? So we need to ask. We need to ask. And how do we ask? Okay, we need to ask. And how do we ask? Ask. We need to ask with humbleness. With humbleness and genuine curiosity. Genuine curiosity. Okay. Humbleness and genuine curiosity about other people. Only if we ask with humbleness and genuine curiosity, then people will be able to open to us and tell us about what they know. Okay, because we got to understand that using our knowledge, to talk to others, make them not understand. But if we using their knowledge to talk to them, we make them understand. Lấy cái biết của mình nói cho người ta thì người ta không hiểu. Nhưng lấy cái biết của họ nói cho họ biết thì họ hiểu. Using our knowledge to talk to others make them not understand. Using their knowledge to talk to them make them understand. Okay. Or using my knowledge, using our knowledge to explain to others, make them not understand. Using their knowledge to explain to them, make them understand. Yeah? So let's remember about the story of a boy, a young man. Again, remember the story of the young man that I told you earlier. Hello Karen, welcome to the session. We have 20 minutes to finish. Let me tell you the story again. So the story of the young man who went to a temple and met a monk, and that monk was reading the book. At that time, that young man is about 19, 20 years old. So he was in the periods when he learning about all the fast speed reading. He learned about how to remember everything that he read. He learned all the technique, all the skill of a person who be able to memorize everything that you read in a book. Right. So that young man met a monk who was reading a book, and then that monk told the young man that after I reading, I basically erase my mind after reading. So that young man was very surprised and wondering, why did he do that? Why the person read a book and try to erase his mind? Because the purpose of reading a book is to remember the knowledge, right? The purpose of reading a book is to know everything in the book. So that young man asked the monk, why do you erase your mind after reading? And the monk laughed and said and explained that if he read Buddhist scriptures, for example, right, or any book at all, and he remember all of those books, all of those scriptures, then he will basically get attached to those understanding, to those knowledge. Okay, and every day there's a lot of people come in and out of the temple. There's a lot of people he got talking to. There's a lot of people who will talk to him about certain things. There's a lot of people who asking him a lot of things, right? And those people who come to visit the temple, some of them are illiterate. They basically haven't been learning anything at all. But some of them have a doctor degree. Some of them was professional. Some of them was very high in society. So there's all sorts of people coming to the temple. So if he only remember all the scriptures, all the things that he read from the book, and then he get talking to people about all his knowledge, then he never be able to get through to others. He never be able to understand what people want in life to help them. So only when he use his their knowledge to explain to them, then they will understand. And that's the reason why after he reading a book, he erased his mind. Okay, so he gave an example that there's many people come and listen to his talk while he's in the temple. He's a monk, obviously. So someday he do a talk to everyone. And some of them have a PhD degree, some of them in the university, just graduate from university, some of them also illiterate people. So he can't talk to them all the thing that he know. He had to start talking from what they already know. Yeah, so he has to use their own knowledge to explain to them, okay, about scriptures, about everything in this life, about how to become a better human being, how to love each other, for example. Yeah. So, and that young man, after heard all of that, okay, he start awareing his knowledge has been expanding also. Okay, he start understand that. Okay, when he got to talk to people, when he explaining things to people, he have to start from their knowledge. Okay, he have to start from what they know. Let's give an example in our in reality, in our daily life. If any of you have children, yeah. So if you have a child and your child asks you a question, yeah, then you will explain it using your knowledge, or you will explain it based on the knowledge of your child. Where do you start? You will start from the knowledge of the child, alright? Depend on the age of the child. So if it's a 4 to 5 years old child, you know that Okay, this kid doesn't know much, and you have to say very simple word. You have to reword what you say in order for the kid to understand. Okay, you have to start from the child's knowledge. Otherwise, the child wouldn't understand because they lack the concepts, they lack the information related to what you're saying. So you need to ask the child what they know about it first. In order to know that what they know so far, you have to ask them. Okay, but if you ask the child and be very cocky about it, you ask them with a big ego, you ask them with the mentation that you are the adult and you know everything already, then the child may not tell you what they know. Some of them even shy and just stay quiet. They do not want to talk to you. The child, they're very clever. But if you ask them with humbleness, you ask them and you genuinely can want to know, okay, what they know. You have a genuine curiosity about their knowledge. Hello, Hans. Welcome to the session. We nearly finished.
Hello, teacher. It's my first time here. I have a friend. He's interested in WIT, but he
Right.
doesn't speak Vietnamese.
So it
Welcome.
means a welcome to a class. Hi.
Welcome.
Xin chào. There we go.
Unfortunately, we'll be finished in like 15 minutes. So
Of course, no,
stay
just
as
very
long
much.
as you enjoy. But tomorrow come back as 9:30 Vietnamese time, 9:30, and we start every day at 9:30. Today is only the 4th session, by the way. So you have a lot of things to catch up. You don't have much to catch up.
Day 4. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
sounds great. We were just wondering if it was in English as well, and then you just showed me the screen. So thank you anyway.